Welcome back, everyone, to LBC News on the local broadcast channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the meteoric rise of COVID numbers across the state of Maryland. And later we have an interview with a local Hood College student who was quarantined due to the COVID case rise at the Hood College. Stay tuned for this and more. COVID numbers have skyrocketed across the country due to people failing to adhere to safety protocols such as social distancing and the mask mandate. Maryland has even adopted the slogan, "Mask on Maryland," and posted billboards regarding this slogan all across the state, yet it has not helped people become more convinced to try and stop the spread of this already dangerous virus. This graph shows the COVID by the numbers for the state of Maryland. And with over 150,000 confirmed cases and over 4,000 confirmed deaths, you would think that this would convince people that this is a real problem. But despite these numbers of COVID-19 spread, people have failed to adhere to the guidelines, and these numbers have continued to rise even today. Governor Hogan has recently announced a regression in safety protocols and says that Maryland must take additional action in order to curb the rise in COVID-19 cases, such as stricter safety rules and regulations. We now go to our interview with Hood College student Cortland Wilson. Wilson was recently quarantined due to contact tracing at the college following a couple positive tests at the school. While Wilson tested negative for the COVID virus, he was still quarantined for 2 weeks and wants to emphasize how important it is to follow the guidelines and help others who can't fight the virus, such as us. So, you were recently quarantined for 2 weeks. What was that like?
Not fun at all. I had lost my sense of routine, and because of that, it was a little harder for me to get up and do my work. I also gained a lot of weight. I just wanted to stay in that hotel and lay down. I didn't want to do anything.
What did you do during the quarantine?
To the best of my ability, I did my schoolwork. I slept a lot, and I played a lot of video games.
Did this quarantine change how you felt about the virus?
No. Mm-mm.
Do you think it's important to follow the safety protocols put in place for the state?
I think it is very, very important because you don't want to get the virus, even if you think the virus doesn't exist, even if you think you're immune to the virus. Follow the safety protocols because you could have the virus and not even know it.
And my last question is, has this quarantine experience changed how you feel about going out into public?
No, I'm generally still the same. I still play it safe. I always wear my mask when I'm out in public. Even when I'm out by myself, I still have my mask on. I social distance as much as I can. If I'm walking on the sidewalk and I see somebody, I usually just get on the street, assuming there's no cars going to run me over.
All right, thank you again. I'd just like to thank Cortland Wilson again for sitting down with us today to talk about his COVID quarantine experience. That about wraps up this week's news. Thank you again for tuning into LBC News. I'm Seth Kunkel, and we will see you next week. Stay safe and stay home, Maryland.